What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We have some potentially pretty stiff fights going on today, actually. We're going to head down this way on the Risen Road, and we're going to run into some Gnolls that our dead paladin friends over here already had a lot of experience dealing with. We're going to find some crafty little merchants inside the cave they're assailing too. And potentially stiff fights coming up. After we take care of this, depending on the time left over in the episode, I might go ahead to the Burning Village, which is a little more yonder this way. But if not, we can do that the episode after. I have quite a chunk of free time today, actually, so I would like to get quite a lot done today if we can. Get some episodes in the bank, because who knows when the next time I'll have this much time will be. You can already see there's a lot of blood going on around here. A lot of things to potentially take care of. Little foresight into what's going on. Looks like a fucking bloodbath.
I'll never believe this.
But we are gonna walk on up very gingerly.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Loaded hyenas everywhere. And if you remember last episode, we read a book inside the little paladin's enclosure, I guess, up there. Enclosure? Encampment. Well, I guess we did put them down like animals. And they said that when a hyena accepts that kind of hunger, and they become bloated and disabled, and then they explode and turn into Gnoll. Now, if we paid attention, we would know that. So this is going to get quite interesting. Since we have our prior knowledge, and I know what this is, I'm surprised the one hyena back there is actually fine. But this is going to turn into quite the shit show if we don't handle this correctly.
What now?
So what we're going to do is Astarion. You're going to see if you can take care of some of this for us before they turn into Gnoll. Hopefully we can. You don't want to deal with too many Gnoll at once. Right, that one's at 5.
End this.
Oh, they did pull my whole team into combat. Okay. Alright, let's see. Thankfully, we have some turns before they're going to get a chance to explode into Gnoll. This hyena is going to snitch on us, though. Alright, so we're going to have quite the shit show coming up if we don't take care of this.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Let's try and make this count.
Time for mercy.
Alright, so we got one bloated hyena left. And whatever this hyena is going to go fetch. Some Gnolls up there that it's going to bring on down to us. That's okay for right now. Since we know we're about to get ambushed, we'll pull you back. Palak, you're going to take a move up. You're probably not going to be able to kill this for us, but you can make a dent. That's all she's going to be able to do for now.
Where's it running off to?
Yeah, there you go. Turn into a newborn Gnoll. Thankfully,
Delicious.
it doesn't get a turn right away, but you see the difference already, how hefty Gnoll can be in comparison to their hyena brethren. 15 HP versus 26. A little chunkier on the defense side, too. He's gonna go bring his friends to us. Lots of friends.
On I go.
Alright, Shadowheart. We gotta figure this out right now, unfortunately. It's gonna keep them busy for at least a little. Hopefully the 55 doesn't fail.
What now?
I'll take any kind of whittling down we can muster. We're gonna drop Spy Growth right here. To try and cut off that line of assault, if we can. We're not gonna have the range for that. Oh, perhaps we are now. It's an interesting turn of events. Saved by Halo of Spores. That's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. Oh, I put us really out of position for that. That was foolish. Alright, Karlak. Get tanky for me. She doesn't have the space, but we can attack with the crossbow. As long as she attacks every turn, a lot of her rage benefits are going to stay up. Alright, Astarion, I want you to start working on these Gnolls. start working on them while we have the line cut off. You see the hyenas smart to our little bullshit plans going around. But I'm okay with that. We can deal with a hyena. Hyena I'm not pressed about. It's the rest of his friends up there that I'm more concerned about. That's still a 55 chance. We'll just keep tossing fireballs at him. I'm trying to be conservative with her spell slots. There is a reason for that, I promise. 65 chance again. There we go. It has 1 HP now. Since you only have 1 HP, let's go ahead and just get you dead. I'll move you back as far as we can. We want to get our character back into a safe position, because if we lose concentration on this, these Gnolls are going to have a very easy time coming down this hill at us.
Now this is my happy place.
Of course, we do not want that. Karlach, unfortunately, is in a position where she's just going to have to do a lot of face tanking for us. Yeah, they're going to take the long way, which I'm okay with. That means they're out of the fight for a long time, because it's going to take them a lot of turns to go around. He's just going to nuke himself trying to get through. What's your plan? Okay, he attacked Karlach. I'm okay with that. Yeah, they're all having a very bad day thanks to our little ploy here with the vines. Beautiful, that takes care of that. Starion, you think you can take this guy out for me? Beautiful. Again, this is why I like Spike Growth so much. It's a literal lifesaver if you play it correctly. Starion.
We'll do it.
Hide for me and move this way. I want you to be hidden, and I want you to set up for when they come around this bend. Okay, looks like the AI is not quite sure what to do about our little bullshit spike growth here. Shadow is in a pretty good spot in general. I don't want to use too many of her spell slots. I can move her up, but then the archer is going to try and focus her when it gets the chance. 1 spell, 1 level 2 and 2 level 1s. Okay, I guess we're just going to pass turn.
Go from here.
Don't want her to use resources that we're going to need. Let's pass my turn too. I need to see what they're planning before we... I don't even know. Just pick up like a chunk of flesh. I guess she is a Hellion. Beautiful critical hit. Alright, what's your plan? That's good. I left Astarion there just for you. I'm glad you decided to do that. Yep, you keep attacking... You keep attacking Karlach. That's what I want you to do. That's why I put her there. Astarion, now you can introduce yourself to this Fang. Yep, that's why I brought you there. You did enough, good job. Now move back a little. Make him dash into position again. What's your plan, Hyena? I believe he put himself in harm's way now, yep. Of course he missed.
No choice but to keep going.
You have a 20% chance to hit. I'll take the 20 chance. It was always low odds. Way out of range for that. Let's keep ourselves in an untouchable somewhat position. Karlach, you should be able to start on the Gnoll Hunter. Beautiful. The hyena's not really a problem for us right now. He's in a very bad spot. He's gonna have to dash in close, which is gonna take a huge portion of his economy. Soul numbed. Can't take bonus actions or reactions. That's okay. We won't need bonus actions here in a second. This should take care of the hyena. Perfect. Now this Gnoll is gonna have a bad day next turn, but not right now. Alright, Astarion.
Talk to me.
You're still soul numbed, but Shadowheart should. Of course he missed. We would have been fine
Blood comes easy
if she
these
had
days.
hit that.
All by
See if we can clutch up. We can. Perfect. And now he's not soul numbed anymore. Lostarian is having a good day.
My turn.
Karlak. No way you double down on the crit, right? Yeah, that would have been ambitious. Yeah, you just keep attacking Karlak. I'm very okay with that. Where are you trying to run to? Do you have reinforcements up here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, Astarion. What if I put you right on the edge of my spike growth?
Spill some.
place is overrun.
Astarion, please don't kill yourself to my AoE.
Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Okay, we got out of that pretty well.
The rest. Stop the devastation before it
Some
spreads.
rest's better than none.
Let's move.
That is only a sign of things to come. That's actually not the encounter I'm concerned with. That's not the one that I'm worried about. Dead caravan agent. Shipment orders. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it and I will know, because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. NF. It's interesting, isn't it? That, you can take that. Starion can take the throwables. Let's see if we can have a chit chat with this guy.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What happened to you?
Gnolls tearing,
I can see that based on your clothing.
biting,
He's messed up. What were you carrying in the wagons?
wizard's shipment chest.
Who is NF?
Boss, Baldur's Gate, the guild.
Some kind of thieves guild. What happened to the chest?
Rugen protected it, took it north.
He certainly didn't protect you. Who's Rugen?
Lucky son of a...
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
That's fine, we got enough. Yeah, we got enough out of him. We know where it is. A little gate closed note here. Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe, crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough. The gate is closed. Kind of citizens uprising there.
Carry me.
A let them eat cake kind of situation.
No traps, please.
Oh, we have a survivor, huh? Oh, we'll fix that right quick. You won't be getting up to hurt anybody else at any point. Not that he had much of a chance to do that anyway. He died pretty much as soon as he got up. We'll give that spear to Karlak. Although we're not using her as a throwing build, but we might respec her into that later, so... No. Whoops. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful when you click on things, because sometimes the first initial click is an auto attack option. That would have been much better suited going back to my camp. Well, unfortunately, I destroyed it. Thank God there's nothing down here that's casting fire, because that would be a problem. Would be a big problem. And now right here is the way we could have come when we were wrapping up the goblin village. The goblin village is right on the other side of this jump. We did come here, remember we buried up the, or dug up, sorry, the buried treasure right here. And then Astarian's meat knife would have been up this way. So, we did come full circle. You see right up there is the meat, and right down here is the bottle with the wine in it, and up there is the windmill where we rescued the gnome. So we did come around full circle, just to give you guys a, I guess, like a head-in of where we've been. Down here was the bloodstone. So we have up yonder, we haven't explored. Here's like a little outpost, but we still got to deal with the north side of this road, where Rugen, whoever that is, took the chest that our dead friend over there was referring to.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
What are we doing here? I have 2 of my level 2 spell slots and 4 of my level 1.
Keep your distance, darling.
Darian's fine. Shadar is kinda suffering on spell slots, but we might have enough to get through. And you have 1 rage charge left. Okay.
And these things have stayed interesting.
I think we can make it. We are going to drop a save. But I think we can make the magic happen here. Man, this was indeed a bloodbath though, huh? Seems like there was a lot more people than I initially thought involved in that caravan who was moving this stuff too. I'm not going to mess with that too much yet. There's a lot more dead here than I initially thought.
What's in here?
Looks like they gave a fair beating back too. Okay, let's be throw a fireball at this hyena. Got ahead a little. Here's a cave with more Gnoll friends. Let's be very cautious in the way we approach this. We need to find a very good position to attack from because we don't have that many spell slots, and if I'm going to use spike growth to my advantage, I need to place our party very intentionally to make sure that they actually become funneled into my bullshit. Take a look. I have a Gnoll and 2 hyenas, another Gnoll here, another Gnoll, another Gnoll. We have 1 or 2 up there, I couldn't really tell from the pop-in. Maybe we go around back, come up here and attack this. Try and funnel them all up these steps. Then they can just wrap around here. This position is not good because they can walk up here on the high ground. There's no high ground to take against us on this side. Unless they hopped up there, but that would be assuming that they would even make it up there. This would be glorious. If there wasn't such a easy flank for them on the opposite side. Alright, how do I want to take this? If we drop spike growth right here on this, they can hop up there to get around it, but that won't really help them range-wise. If they want to get on us, they'll have to swing all the way around this left side, or all the way up this right side, and then come down to flank us. Here might be the best place to fight this. But maybe it would be better to engage this fight here and take this Gnoll off the high ground.
That symbol in the blood, what does it mean?
Okay, now we can actually see this. We have a Gnoll Warlord, 110. That is the big problem here. Hyena, hyena. 26, 26, 26, 26. 28. Okay, so whatever this is the issue. So we're going to open with that. Here's what we're going to do. Drop a save. We're going to open with a spike growth. Right about... there is good. That's how we're going to open this. Starian.
Let's do it.
Do as much burst damage as he can to whatever the hell this thing is. Perfect. Now, actually, let's hop you up on the high ground. Let's get you on some high ground action. as always, we're spawning this thing as close to the front line as we can. Maybe we can convince this Gnoll to ignore my party and deal with that. Also just gonna hit her with some shit. Yeah, we're just gonna hit her with shit.
Alright, Karlak.
Throw shit at the wall until it sticks kind of situation. Karlak, you're gonna be the front. You're gonna rage so you get that bonus defense. Beautiful. If you would be so kind, you have advantage thanks to Guiding Bolt. Perfect critical hit. Still does have some radiating orb effects on her.
Time to push my luck again.
And then as for me, I have much in the way of spell slots. Can we get close enough? Only a 30% chance. Ah, of course. So let us... Oh, I did it again. I put us in a bad position again. Okay. We're just gonna have to hope for the best on this. Let's see if the Gnolls will fall for my bullshit. If they break my concentration, we're gonna have a very bad day. Okay, they don't seem very interested in me, thankfully. Okay, he missed. Thank the Lord.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the Gnolls. We should help. Head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Oh, I assure you, I value it deeply. He backs up. Coward. Okay, he's taking the flank that I expected. I'm okay with that. We can deal with that. You're gonna take the other flank that I expected. Again, I'm okay with that. That's okay. I wanted to drive them around the long path because they're gonna have to use so much economy to get to us that by the time that they do, I can hopefully just take care of this enemy. This enemy is the one that I need to handle. What are you gonna do? Yep, perfect. In hindsight, if I had moved this a little further back, we could have really made some magic happen. Now, we're just gonna keep prioritizing this enemy. I understand there's a flank here, but they're just hyenas. It's not a problem. The Gnoll Warlord has my full attention. Okay, I'm very glad she decided to attack.
On the move.
Starion, you're gonna use your Channel Divinity charge. Beautiful, and that takes care of that. Starion, you look like you could use a pick-me-up. Okay.
Smell blood.
Balak, introduce yourself. Go back into spike growth and die. Now you're gonna come down here and you can face tank some of this stuff.
I'm still on my feet.
We could cast another spike growth and move this to take care of this wide angle. I need to be considerate of you too. Alright, here, let's do this.
Best be on my way.
Avoid the acid and the pathin. We're gonna sit ourselves right here. That way when he comes down the flank, he's just gonna try for them. And I think I'm out of range of the arrows, and when they come into range, that's when I'll act. If they force my hand, I can move spike growth. If they all run down here like idiots, I'll just move it onto the top of them. He's gonna use most of his economy on dashing in. You see, now we're in a very good position. Help us immeasurably. You provoke the opportunity attack. Starion. Let's try and break concentration on the Soul Gnome. Didn't need to break it if you kill him outright. You're not gonna take a bite out of the Gnoll. Just do some damage to him.
Can't give up.
Shadowheart, you're gonna take care of this hyena. Or you can totally miss it. You shove it back into spike growth. Ah. Worth a try, right?
Got it.
Smash into dust. Beautiful. 2 enemies left.
I can't even catch my breath.
It's gonna end turn on us. Although there's only 2 at this point, so I'm not too worried, but I'm interested to see what their AI is gonna try and do to come up with a solution to this. Apparently they're just gonna try and attack my characters that are in range without them putting themselves at risk. Oh, that's actually a problem. Yeah, let's start addressing that right now, actually. They have a little too much focus on Shadowheart.
Got to focus.
Alright, Shadowheart. You're gonna go this way. You're gonna hide right about the...
Gods, it's hot in here.
Yeah, let's do that.
So much for peace.
We're gonna heal up Shadowheart. Let's turn that off. So now they have free range on us. Which honestly might make some of them get a little confused and swing back around and waste more time, so I'm okay with that.
These
Move
boots have
us up a little bit. Don't have the range for that. Still don't have the range for that. Let's just end our turn.
Pal.
Karlach now, however.
Knees high.
She can gap close a little. Yeah, that triple attack is nasty. It hurts.
A little help.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about. I hadn't anticipated that they would just go up on the high ground against me. Astarion, I need you to make some magic happen here.
No word.
Get up in there, Karlach.
Survival is all that matters. Take charge. You've made a grave mistake.
Bitch. Sit down.
Let's finish this.
Shadowheart, let's just live. You don't need to be finishing anything. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. Oh, you don't shove a barbarian, my friend. That's not how that goes. Barbarians do the shoving. There we go.
Never wanted the easy path.
I would say easy, but it wasn't, if we're being honest.
You're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
Now, unfortunately, Karlach is the one that's been instigated into this conversation. I wonder if I can...
Time to press ahead.
I was hoping I could somehow switch the conversation over to my character. No, it's a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Altegard's a long way from here. Where are you heading? Could also extort them. No, I think would be nice.
We're bound for
now.
Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
What are you transporting?
Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles.
we get a handful of Tarenths.
Tarenths are the currency of the Zhentarim, a network of merchants and mercenaries with few scruples.
You're Zhentarim. Your people don't deal in baubles.
You know who we are. Very clever. And you probably also know it's not smart to interfere with Zent business.
You weren't too intimidating hiding in the back of the cave.
Accepts my gratitude and walks away.
I think not. I think this is the part where you drop your cargo and go on your way with gratitude still. Indeed.
Fine. No need for more violence. I'll tell my associates everything was lost in the ambush. The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings. So there's no point in trying to open it. And no hard feelings, you hear? I'd have done the same if I were you. Business at the end of a blade is still business. Ruthless bastard like you could make a name for yourself in the Zhentarim. Make sure to drop by our hideout. Passphrase at the door is, Little Serpent, Long Shadow. I'll tell my associates to expect you.
This is a surprising invitation that I didn't expect to catch.
No, never mind.
Alright, now let's look around this bloodbath. We have Flynn here. They had a Mind Flayer Parasite. We're not going to be messing with this. I want no part of that. But this Shattered Flail can go to Shadowheart. She is the cleric. Flail seems kind of up her alley. Yeah, this was the fight I was concerned about. But we actually got through that relatively unscathed. Almost messed up towards the end when they got on the high ground. But again, I'm glad I'm showing off the reason I love spike growth so much. That is going to be a big staple in any and all of my combat mechanics, really. Sure. But I'll yoink that because it's a scimitar. We do want to keep that. We might have somebody else we want to give a scimitar to later. Unfortunately, my party is very banged up. Let me see.
I wonder what the next move is.
Any way I can give Shadowheart some, because she gotta heal something. I'm not gonna let her walk around with 8 health points. Give this to Shadowheart. Oh, I gave her poison. Okay, she saved herself from it. Okay, so we should pay attention to that. We'll split those. Yep. Here you go, Shadowheart. Please forgive me. I did not mean to poison you, I promise. There we go.
I have a lot on my mind.
Whoops. I definitely did not mean to poison our love interest. That's why you should pay attention before you just start passing vials around, huh?
Moving in.
Let's go down here.
Going.
I do want to look around in this cave. They already surrendered the chest to us, so no biggie on that.
Anything of use?
The chest's yours. I've got no...
Come on, man. What's your take on all this, Ollie?
I'll be glad when we're out of this bloody cave.
Alright, now I'm just gonna save. This is technically save scumming, I suppose, but I don't want them to get mad at me when I loot this backpack.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Okay. I don't really care about the -5. We already got what we came for. Right, this strong box is quite hefty. So... Karlak,
Well, well, well.
pick that up for me. Look like a strong lass.
On my way.
Righty. Let's head on up, look around a little.
nothing good here, I hope.
Plenty of things to loot. Also some traps, so do watch your step in here.
Delicious.
Actually send the Starion forward. I don't mind him walking into traps.
Yes.
Usually, you would hope at least, he would have the perception to catch it before it explodes on him, but he's the one with the most health apart from us, and you know I ain't walking into no traps for him. If you recognize Shah as a goddess of creation, or Selûne as a goddess of destruction, yet both are true. Born in the primordial ebb and flow of time, they forged Ebira Toril together, and Shanto, Mother of Life, sprung into existence. Light and dark hung in perfect balance, embraced by Shah, enlightened by Selûne. Yet their creations were cold and distant, and Shanto prayed for warmth. This simple request divided the sisters, driving them to conflict, but it was Selûne that forced true flame into Abiratol, sparking the sun. How could Shah not be harmed by such a betrayal? Forced to war against both the light of the sun and the light of the moon. As the goddess tore each other asunder, they formed new gods and new conflicts, all for the sake of a little warmth. The lesson is this: to put selfish comforts over the fate of existence is folly. For those who understand, the Lady of Loss is always listening. Got some Shah preaching going on in this cave. I wonder if that's anything to do with these guys. Not sure if Zhentarim are typically known for the Shah worship. Let's bring my party forward. Hopefully one of you can pass this perception check. You can indeed.
Stance.
You're in my way, crate. So poison mine too, extra cheeky. Get that out the way.
A crooked touch.
You do have one of those indeed. Love to roll a nat 20. Now, Reason's Grasp. Ever vigilant. When the wearer chooses to end their rage, they gain 15 temporary hit points. That would be very useful for Karlach. We're going to send the gold to my character. I'm going to have Astarion holding my pennies.
Ooh.
Get her to put her large frame to use.
Place is trapped.
You think? Well, thank God she was at the front. And also thank God I grabbed those barrels before that happened, so I'll send all these barrels back to camp. Just in case we decide to use them against our friends coming up in a later episode. We might be dropping some fire barrels around.
Can't give up now.
Might get a little cheeky.
Well, hello.
What's wrong? You didn't want to do it while people were looking? There you go, buddy.
Things have stayed interesting.
He has a little stage fright sometimes.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So we found out a Zhentarim deal from them. Let's take a quick gander. We do obviously need to go back to camp and long rest, which I suppose will also include Will's shit show reaction to Karlach, but... Okay, and then this takes us back to where we did the Paladins. So the entire Risen Road is taken care of now. He's got to go up yonder to that little burning village. So let's go set up for that, and then we'll head back to camp. I just would like to be close-ish to it at least, so that when we leave camp, we'll be right there for the next episode. I'm going for around 40 minutes, so we're doing good on time, actually. Make sure we don't miss any buried treasure around yonder. I'm not entirely sure where they all spawn anymore at the point of the game that we're at.
Never
But
a dull moment.
again, Chapter 1 is the understanding of the game I have the most of. Chapter 2, a little. I've done some cool things in Chapter 2. We are going to be doing both the Mountain route and the Underdark route, for anybody curious about that, so you get to see both. You can do both, actually. It only matters which side of the Underdark or the Mountain you go into Chapter 2 from. That's what kind of dictates the story. But you can totally go through both and then backtrack. And then press on through whatever way you deem fit. It seems like a good enough spot. Let's head back to camp. We've had a long day. Will, I'm not sure if you're going to be too thrilled about this, but... Oh, it looks like Gale finally needs some dinner.
Just thought of something.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it quite difficult to concentrate with my condition gnawing at my insides like a teething displacer kitten.
Quit your belly aching. We'll give you some stuff. Yeah.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Oh, we'll have to decide what to give you first. No one's going to be using those, so we could give you those. Fleet Fingers, once per turn if the wearer dashes. Let's give him the jump gauntlets. I'm not too worried about those. You're only getting one.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're not getting multiple artifacts. You can be fine with one or not be, but that's all you're getting.
That hit the spot.
I bet it did.
I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
I've no doubt. Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Yeah, he hasn't caused us any trouble, and he is a helpful ally to have. I don't mind throwing him the odd artifact here and there. It's interesting that he lives in a tower, of course. I mean, stereotypical mage. Alright, let's end the day and let Will have his breakdown.
One horn, the stink of Avernus, Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The blade of frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the Archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
You got it all wrong, Will. Karlach's not about to hurt anybody.
Well, not counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
I think we're all on board with
Shut it,
that.
devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool.
A great fire roars through you.
You know, for all the inconvenience this causes, at least it's gonna square everybody up onto the same page.
Across a blood-red landscape.
Can't accuse her of lying if you see the truth from the mind.
The front lines of the blood war. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof, clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the blood war, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No, I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Stand down. You saw what I saw. Karlach is not a danger.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Ironic coming from you. You saw Karlach's thoughts. She poses no threat to the Sword Coast.
You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you, And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the blade got his name. I swear to you, on all
I'm not sure who would win that fight, but
not what you think.
we're not gonna find out.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Now, Wolf from Jump seems like a pretty stand-up guy. Again, I'm not too sure who would have won that fight. I don't know if I'd put my money on Will or Karlach, but it certainly would have made a mess of the camp, so no intention of finding out about that battle royale.
That Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
Does it? You're pretty loud.
Fair. But still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
One fact, by the way, that I probably should have mentioned beforehand, but when you first meet Karlach, you can totally kill her and chop her head off and bring it back to Will as proof of job well done. Again, this game is greatly written to enable you to do any kind of playthrough you want. You could totally kill Karlach first time you meet her, or you could turn on her there and kill her. There's plenty of options here. You don't need to do what I'm doing. You can be just about any kind of player you want to be here. Evil, morally grey, good, righteous, unjust. Do whatever you want here. It's an open sandbox.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Will.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Penance? Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Well, I'll afford you the same kind of assistance I afforded Karlach. I'm willing to help you too, if I can. We'll board the same ship here. Since I'm at its head, you're all technically my responsibility. I think we'll call it a day here. We definitely need to rest before we press on. I wonder if we'll get that visit tonight. It looks like we won't. What's going on, Scratch?
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth.
Oh yeah? You wanna play fetch, boy?
He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool.
Good boy.
His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it.
You wanna play fetch, boy? Pet your animals, everybody. It's another PSA that comes up regularly in my videos, but pet your animals. The glorious part of this is that we don't have speak to animals, so it's not like we're petting a human this time. Alright, Scratch. It seemed like you wanted to play fetch, so... Good boy. Alright everybody, that is a perfect point to wrap up, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is of course a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care everybody, have a great day. Pet your doggos.